Let's talk about access control lists. Now let's see how it works. In my data directory, which we previously talked about, there is an account group and sales group. Now imagine that the sales group needs access to the account directory and the account group needs access to the sales directory. But you don't want to grant any permissions to others because that would just give away too many permissions. In such a scenario, access control list provides an ideal solution because you can just grant one user or one group as the owner of the directory, and what you need here is a second group that is granted on a directory. You cannot do ch group because that will remove the primary group. So what you need here is set facl to create access control lists. There are probably two commands in order to manage access control lists. That is get facl, which shows the current access control lists. I didn't set any access control lists yet, but I want to show you what it looks like. Basically, it shows the same info, what ls-l shows. See? So the file name is account, the owner is Larry, the group is account, and there are some flags which is set group ID and sticky bit. And here we can see the permissions of the users and the groups and others. But wait, there is one thing very important to realize when working with ACL, that ACL is copying over to current permission settings to ACL, which means before starting to do anything on ACL, you want to be sure that your permissions are set in a way you want them to be. If after setting access control list you want to change the permission settings, you will end up in a mess. The system was not just created that flexible that it can deal with it. So make sure you have taken care of all permissions. And once you have done that, start using the ACL. So we want the sales group to have read permissions of the account directory. To do that, we'll use a command. And the command is going to be setfacl. That's set facl. Set facl is the command you need to use for using access control list. So I'll do set facl -m for modify. I'm doing -r for recursive, which is going to set ACLs on any items that are existing in the account directory. Next, I'm specifying a g:\sales followed by the permissions I want to grant. And then I specify the name of the directory. Then it gives me an invalid argument, no character 1. Now why is that? That's because order does matter in the set facl command. So what's wrong with this command? -m needs to be followed by the string of what exactly you need to modify. So g:\sales:rx is an argument for -m option, and -r needs to be in front of it. You see, now it doesn't complain. So let me do a get facl on the account directory, and you can see that there is a second entity that has been added. So the group sales has read and execute permissions now. There is also a mask. You see there? The mask is not important. Just ignore it. It's not required to understand it at this level. Okay, what we have done is we have taken care of all the items in the account directory. What we also need to do is take care of new items that will be created in the account directory. And to do that, we need a default ACL. Setting a default ACL is not too hard if we have this previous command done already. Now you'll be wondering which previous command I'm talking about. So what I'm going to do is I'll go back, use the command. I'll take away the -r because I don't use default ACLs because I don't want it to be recursive, and add the d:. You see it's just a 4-letter difference. The rest of it you can leave it as it is. This will take care of the current permission in ACL settings on the account directory, and it will be inherited to any items created in this directory. So let's have a look first. We'll get facl on account. Let's do get facl on account. you can see some extra information has been added in the default settings. The default user has read-write executive permissions. So what has happened is it will take the permissions of the user and it will grant those permissions as default permissions to any new file. So the user will be the owner of any files created beneath. Then we have the group, which is the count, and by default they'll get read, write and execute. Then we have group sales, which will get read and execute. Then we have others, which by default will get nothing. So let's go to account and create a directory 2014, and in order to do that I'll use the mkdir command, and if I do a get facle on 2014, you can see that exactly the same settings of the parent directory, which is exactly what we wanted. Now if you are going to create a file in this directory, let's create a file by touch some file, and if you do a get facle on the file, it's different. Why is it? Because on the file you don't need a default setting, because we are not going to create anything beneath the file. What you also see is the mask has become active, because in Linux you never want to grant execute permissions automatically. The mask is taking the care of that for you. So default ACL tells you that the group will get read, write, execute permissions, but because of the mask the effective permissions are read and write, and which also tells us the sales would get read and execute, but because of the mask sales would get read and others and have nothing. And this is basically how ACLs work. I haven't started the sales, I haven't done get facle on many other things. So okay, what you need to remember about ACLs is when setting ACLs on directories, at any time you need to use two commands. So the first command is, let me do a history on that. The history command gives you a list of all those commands that you have typed. The first command is this command number 1041, which takes care of existing items in the directory still. Second command is command 1043, which takes care of any new items that will be created below this directory. Now I do realize this isn't very easy to do, and you may have a hard time remembering the exact amount, but fortunately there is a very nice man page for set facle command. If you go all the way down on man page, you will see that there are some great examples, and there is one example that matters, and that is this one. All this gives you the basic structure of set facle command, and you will be able to set access control lists now. Thank you.